What is it like growing up with an alcoholic father? My father's an alcoholic. I mean, and he may not have been a heavy drinker my entire life, but he's definitely a heavy drinker for as long as I can remember. And there's something about the void that's left by a father when he's an alcoholic. One, I mean, I guess there are women that are alcoholics, but that's usually not the stereotype. That's usually not the norm. It's usually dads that are alcoholics, and my father definitely is one. And the funny thing that happens is the things that you do and how you affect those that are around you. And I hear a lot of talk about how when people do drugs, it sort of stifles them. When they do drugs in excess or when they do drugs too young, it stifles them and they sort of freeze in their maturity level. And I definitely can say with the state of me and my father's relationship right now, it's like I am the more mature person. And I didn't start drinking, I'm in my mid-30s now, and I only started drinking maybe 2 years ago. I didn't drink because I was scared. I was scared of turning into my father. I didn't drink because he's a very violent, mean drunk. Maybe violent isn't the right word, even though he has gotten violent. He's just a very angry person. And what I've found with alcohol since I've started consuming it is alcohol just makes you a little bit more of the you already are. If you like making a lot of jokes with alcohol, you're gonna keep making jokes. But if you make a lot of jokes when you're sober, and then with alcohol, you just start cursing and you become belligerent and all of that, pushing people, being physical, that's in you. You just do a good job of suppressing it in your daily life. I just think about all the problems that I've had with my father over the years, all the problems that my mother had when they were married, all the bad things that he's done to me and my sister, just the emotionally abusive things, the verbally abusive things, at times maybe even physically. I've watched his interactions with his sister and everything, and I know the environment that he grew up in and the environment that he grew up around, and it's like, hurt people. And that's a thing, and it's a real thing. And a few things a father is supposed to be. A father is supposed to be steady. And when you're an alcoholic, you're not steady. That's why they do the sobriety test and you're walking in a straight line and, heel toe or something like that. I've seen that in movies. But you're supposed to be steady as a father. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's what you're supposed to be as a father. A mother is supposed to be gentle, and she's allowed to be somewhat hysterical at times. I know this is just gender stereotypes that I'm talking about as it relates to a mother and a father, maternal, paternal. The mother's hysterical. She's a wreck. She's screaming. She's slamming doors. This is all acceptable. I'm not saying it is acceptable. I'm just saying stereotypically it's acceptable. The father, he's sitting on the couch. He's flicking through, holding the remote, watching the game. Totally unplugged from everything. Oh, that's just dad over there. Whatever. But dads are supposed to be steady. When there's a storm, he's supposed to find a way to be calm and find a solution. And growing up with an alcoholic father, I never had that. It was just turmoil, because since he wasn't able to be steady, there was nothing but turmoil around him because he had the role of father, and being an alcoholic doesn't play very well. A father is supposed to protect you, but it's really difficult for a father to be able to protect or know what he should protect or shouldn't protect, when he should intervene, stay out of it, recruit help or not. How can you adequately protect as a father if your mind is clouded by alcohol? And you're supposed to be in control, but being an alcoholic removes all elements of control. When you're an alcoholic, you literally have no control over yourself. What are you going to do? What are you supposed to do? It was tough growing up with an alcoholic as a father. How was I as a son supposed to learn self-control? How was I supposed to learn how to be steady? How was I supposed to learn how to be calm if I had this wreck, alcoholic, leading me.